So they use the fucking beans that went through a elephant's intestines to serve you this beer. It's a Japanese one, by the way.
Oh shit. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Stout and Lager. As always, I'm Stout, and I'm here joined by my lovely co-host Lager.
I'm too lovely for you all.
What's up? What's up?
What's
We're
up?
back with another episode, Stout and Lager, where we're going to be drinking some more beers. And today we have a little bit of a special one, I guess. We're doing a little bit of an IPA special. Due to me making some IPA beers with some of the homies in Washington. So Lager's gonna be trying to.
So is this like your baby with the guys?
Pretty much, it's our homebrewed. Oh God, I don't even know what I'm saying.
We don't know English. So
Homebrewed.
It's okay.
But that's I mean, we made a beer. I think 3 or 4 weeks ago, we actually bottled it on Sunday, so we're gonna be trying that. And what are you sipping on today, Lager?
So in celebration of your little baby IPA, I'm drinking a IPA from Florida because I think you were telling me that the one that you're doing is based on I think it's Oregon based, the Boneyard IPA. It's from local to you where you guys are. So I'm like, okay, I'll do my own Florida native, and I'm doing the Head South Brewing 69 IPA.
Nice.
And the reason why they named 69, and it's so stupid, but I guess I don't know. It's because it's 6.9 alcohol,
Nice.
ABV, and then it's 69 IBU.
Nice. Double nice.
No, nice. So it's triple nice. Ooh,
My
baby,
beer,
a
finally.
triple. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like it said on the Total Wine more section, like the more information about it. It's like supposed to be finishing with like a lager taste almost. Like I don't know how much you want to believe that, but looking forward to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
I'm
Cheers.
down to open it. Cheers, man.
Open it up.
ASMR.
Your smell taste, your taste taste. So
Your
ours
smell taste.
Ours is a
Touch
light
taste?
IPA. Like it's a traditional color, I guess.
Oh wow, this is interesting.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's a pretty solid IPA.
Yeah.
I tried some of it yesterday while we were bottling it because we had to make sure that the carbonation was right. So give it another sample. See my thoughts. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm tasting it. It feels like a very malty IPA almost. I almost want to say, or like, it feels almost like a little heavy, but not bitter for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is like a almost syrupy almost maybe for me.
Yeah, you said that, and honestly, I feel like that's kind of how mine tastes. So as you mentioned, we made an IPA. It's called Yardbone IPA, I guess is their name for it. But it was based off of Boneyard IPA.
Okay.
But Boneyard's the brewer for it, I guess. But I'm not really sure what beer of it. But the one that I think it is also said the same description that you said, which was what I was tasting, some of the maltiness. And I know that when we brewed it, we used a lot of malts. So interesting, I guess. I guess we ended up picking similar styles. Mine's 6.5 and 50 IBU, so not as high on both of those, but still pretty bitter and still pretty a little bit stronger than usual.
Like,
I guess.
I definitely had more bitter stuff. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I definitely had like the. I want to say that the beer Imperial Beer Hut was way more better, and then I don't know. I'm trying to think of other ones. Like this is nice actually. It's just like it's a very muted hoppiness to it.
I feel that.
Yeah. For me, what were they? What because do you went with IPA and old fashioned to taste it or?
Yeah, so like I said,
it?
we first did it like the weekend ago. I think I mentioned it in the pod already, but yeah, we did it for his bachelor
Yeah.
weekend. So we did that 3 weeks ago, I think. And then on Sunday, yeah, we went us three.
Okay.
We went and we tasted it, and we bottled it up. Got
What
a
did
nice
they?
66 bottles of
66.
this.
What did they thought of the taste when they were when they tested it?
So the first tasting was pretty good. I mean, it's in like the keg pretty much. So it was basically kegged beer. I feel like it just tastes so much better from the tap.
Tap, yeah.
But it was good. And then the guy that was talking to us was like, well, from here we could either add more carbonation, leave it as it is. I prefer a little bit more carbonation, and we added a little bit more. And after that, it just felt like got right to the right mark. So we added a little bit more carbonation, and then we just bottled from there, pretty much.
Okay. So did they like it?
I think so. I mean, it was pretty solid there. I mean, it still tastes pretty solid. I as always, I feel like you can't beat fresh from the barrel,
Wow.
nice carbonated
Crazy, actually.
like freshness. But I think it's pretty solid. They all said that they liked it, and we all agreed on the carbonation. So it's pretty solid indeed.
What would happen if like two of you guys said like that doesn't taste right? Do you think they would like have to like make it again?
I don't know. I
Or,
think we
like-
just kind of got to deal with it because the like brewer guy that was like helping us through and like guiding us, he tasted it too, and he was like, "Yep, this is perfect, tastes good." So I think if we didn't like it, it just would have been a matter of preference as opposed to, like it coming out wrong. Because what the way that it usually is I guess there's like they usually have like 5 or 6 beers on tap.
Yeah.
But they have like a list of like 60 beers that you can brew. So you can try one of the ones on tap, but if you're not doing one of the ones on tap, you gotta pick one. So we just ended up deciding on, I don't even remember how we decided on Yardbone, but we decided on
Yard bone because it's like boning.
yeah, pretty much. Next time we go, we're gonna have to get like some Stout and Lager like beer bottle labels, and we'll bottle them with that.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Yeah, you want like oh no, okay, that reminds me. That'd be cool to start actually printing out the logo. Like I'll be honest, the logo looks nice. Like our logo,
agree.
like the
Clean.
silver mug. Oof. Like I took like to me it always remind me of the trash days symbol, and I love that.
Nice.
It does remind me of that because like it is a simple logo for it, and that's supposed to be how those are good logos like where you can like simplify them, reuse them,
Clean and crisp, like we like our beer.
clean and crisp, simple and
Oh,
crisp.
that's our motto there. Boom.
we're
We're workshopping here.
We're workshopping with you guys. You guys are listening to our business ideas, and we'll see if that's actually a good business idea. But so yeah, so what else did you do to this week, Stout?
Yep. So this week, always got to start with the gym recap. Only went twice this week. Unfortunately, I did not go the 3 times. I'm trying to do 3 times, but it's just hard, man. It's hard finding the motivation. I know when we first started going to the gym, there were sometimes we were going like 4 or 5 times a week, and I'm like, I don't know how. But yeah, we went twice. And then I guess the only like other major stuff that happened was mainly the weekend. So on Friday, I sent you some pictures and you saw it, but we had a little going out date night type thing.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah, that's crazy. Actually, I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah,
So you were making some martinis, right?
indeed.
Wow, that's wild.
I was sipping on some dirty martinis, and Sour was sipping on some rum and coke with limes.
Man, so you bought that gin bottle and the dry remove just for you.
Pretty much, yeah. And let me tell
I
you,
have to try it.
we'll have to workshop some recipes because I don't know. Something felt off. I don't know what felt off, but something felt off. But basically, after we got off work, I think we had to go to the store to get something. I don't remember 100%, but we basically ended up just starting, pre-gaming. I made a dirty martini. I think literally like we got off of work, we were just chilling for a bit, and we were like, when should we start pre-gaming? We're like, we'll do it later. And then I was like, No, I kind of want a martini now, so we just started drinking now.
At what
It
time?
was like around like 4-ish.
Okay.
So it wasn't
It
like
was 5
right
o'clock
after
somewhere.
work, but it was like a little bit after. It was like I don't want to wait anymore. I want my martini.
Yeah,
But
that's
Sour
fair.
was making them for me. She was being cute and nice. She made them for me. I made her rum
Rum
and
and coke.
cokes with lime,
So
and
Cuba
I
Libres.
tried a stirred one and a shaken one. I don't get the difference. I know that like the
Well,
water dissolves more, but
I
I don't really
think I
taste
think
it.
one. I don't know what the term. I know the term for it is that it's supposed to be because you don't want the gin to bruise. But I'm not quite sure when you shake it. But I'm not quite sure really the exact intricacies of bruising a gin does to the taste. But I know definitely from the school that I went to, like it's because of that, and you want to
So
always stir
is
it.
the bruising like it gets more watered down, or
Maybe watered down or like the kinetic force just like I don't know affects the delicacy of the gin. You know, I mean I
interesting?
know, especially when I'm guessing it's because also when is it the martinis is a very simple drink in
Hmm.
terms of like the flavor or like it doesn't
Yeah.
use almost any mixers. I guess if you count the olive juice, but
Hmm.
like it's super just two ingredients usually just the gin and dry vermouth and just together with some ice and then I don't know it's supposed to be very delicate I guess and I'm guessing it's supposed to be made something like to your taste right
Yeah, I think so as
and,
well. I feel
and
like
it's
the ones
something
that
that
I've
you
had
learn
like at restaurants always are like decent. So I'm kind of chasing that. I don't know what they do differently, but maybe next time I'll get one out and about.
do you,
I'll stare them down and watch them make it.
do you think you would be more into like an extra dirty or like a less dirty martini like like
I think more extra dirty, but I think it
okay
also depends because like I feel like the first one that we made, we just looked up a recipe and we followed the recipe, and
yeah
it didn't taste how it did in like the one that I had
yeah
a couple weeks ago in a bar, right?
can I remember the recipe? Is it like 1.5 gin and like a half like dry vermouth or no?
I think so. I think that's what we did.
Okay, okay. And I don't remember like I guess and then the olive juice just like depending whether they
Just the
like
taste.
extra or like
Hmm.
less dirty. Yeah, just to the taste.
Yeah.
I think that's what I remembered. And
Yeah.
then yeah,
I played around with the recipe a little bit, and then towards the end, like I was liking them, but then I ended up getting, I don't know if it was bored is the right way, but I was like, they're not hype cocktails, and we were pre-gaming, so I kind of needed
yeah,
something more hype. So then I drank like a rum and coke, and we were gonna go and get some tacos at this taco truck next to us, but they
okay.
closed down early. I don't know why a food truck closes down at like 7 on a freaking Friday, but it was like they
Damn,
say
that
that they
sucks.
closed at 7, and we left at like 6:30, and they were closed already. So we just ended up eating some leftovers that we had. Then we went out. We went out to Belltown. Went to a club called El Callejon, which was
Wait, hey,
interesting.
home.
Yeah,
So Latin place?
it is indeed.
Damn. Okay.
It was interesting though. It was like
It's
it's like a restaurant bar, resto bar.
kind of like cheap chess.
I never went there, but yes.
Yeah, yeah, because it
But
was a
yeah.
restaurant, and then they would turn into essentially a nightclub. But you can still order
Yeah.
food sometimes.
Yeah, we ended up getting some food. We got there and it was a little early. Um but we got some food, we chilled, and then like eventually it got started getting more full. We got some tequeños and some yuca frita. It
Oof.
was pretty good.
You know what was so sad that I found out this weekend about the Kenyos?
What?
That like, I think I was the first one from like this supermarket that was like Latino, Fresco. It was like I mean starting to like take notice more about the nutritional facts, and I was so sad that one tequeño, one like small one too, was like 250
Yeah. It's
calories.
tough.
I'm like no.
I could pop
Oh,
like
it's so
like
sad.
a whole freaking tray of those.
No, yeah, I would.
They're so easy
Yeah,
to eat.
I
They're
would.
so good.
We would eat so much. It was like an appetizer for me. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So yeah, we
So,
did
yeah.
that.
Okay.
We had some drinks there, and then this is where the night took a turn. Nothing
Ooh,
bad
what kind
happened,
of turn?
but we went after the El Callejon. We should have gone home, but we're like, there's an Irish pub literally next door. Let's go to the Irish pub and get a car bomb, as we do when we see an Irish pub.
As you do.
But we went there, and then we got our Irish car bomb. We took it, and then someone else was ordering next to us, and then they started talking to us. There's this like Korean dude, and then they bought us a shot. So we bought them a shot back, and then I bought them another shot because why not? And that
also, when you say they buy you a shot, they each time it's essentially a one round. Like
they bought us around
in each shot.
He bought like her or Sour and me around, and then he was with someone else, and then I bought them around, and then we were just talking for a bit more, and then I bought them like another round at some point. But yeah, that was a little bit of a mistake because we got a little bit more litty than we should have. But we ended the night after that, went back home, lifted home. Yeah, that was Belltown. Belltown was interesting. We only hit 2 places up, so we didn't really like go bar hopping per se. We hit Belltown a bit ago for the New Year's stuff that we did back then, but we hit like more of like the Latino side of it.
Wait, how far is Belltown, by the way? I really don't remember.
I think it was like 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes by car.
Or by car?
Yeah, depending on traffic. It's not that far.
Traffic. Do you guys ended up? I don't know. You guys felt like getting their numbers?
No, we didn't.
Were they cool though? At least
he was, but it's like an interesting story from what I remember of talking to him was that he was very, very adamant on saying like making a point of like when we were like, oh, we're married. I don't know. He was like, why are you guys married? You guys are so young. Blah blah blah. He was 38. I remember he kept on saying he was 38, and he was like, why are you guys married? Well, it's a waste. And I was like, okay.
That's not a good vibe.
Yeah, it was. He was. I mean, he was fine. We talked to him about Korea. He was Korean, and we told him how we went there, and he was like, "Oh, it's so cool." We talked for a bit. He was fun to talk to, and he had one of his friends. I was talking to him too, but yeah, that's like the main thing I remember from our conversations.
What were the shots, by the way?
Tequila. We took 3 shots of tequila in like an hour.
Oh, yeah.
That was the mistake. I think tequila is just a maybe staying home drink because when tequila comes out, shit gets crazy.
What do you mean staying home? Like that you're sure only take it when you're home, or
not like tequila shots? I don't know. I feel like it's maybe a good pregame, but it's not a good like after like cool like because like we were going to the Irish pub to get like a car bomb and just chill and talk because we like Irish pubs. But then we ended up running into those people and like the night didn't calm down and end like how we wanted it to. It's more so just like calm down a little bit, and then we went super high, and then we were like, all right, now we gotta go home. Like it's too much at this point.
Yeah. Personal take, like I feel like tequilas are really good for like the club, like because you're gonna sweat it out. So it's like
cocktail wise, yeah, but I don't know tequila shots. I feel like they hype me up too much and make me want to take more. So maybe it's just more of a me thing, but
oh, dude, I always remember. How many shots did we do for Sour's birthday? It was like 4. No, that wasn't 4. 3 maybe.
When
it was 3 shots.
Oh, like at the club, yeah, we did a lot.
Cruise club, yeah,
we did a lot.
Like that one night. Like,
yeah, we did a lot.
Yeah,
and I think that's why I woke up meh the next day. It was really rocky, but
I really needed those. I think those nausea pills. I really should have asked for them because like I was fine through breakfast, but then like jacuzzi f me up. But
anyway. You were just floating in there.
I don't know why I can never freaking stay still in a jacuzzi, bro.
That's when you just grab the sides with your cocktail and just sit and vibe. I love jacuzzis, man. I don't know. I just move around too much. I don't know how. Maybe a jacuzzi and not on a moving ship is your move.
Maybe. I mean, of course. It just like it was like 3 axes of movement going on, like
pretty much, yeah.
Me moving in the jacuzzi and then the whole thing. But anyway, so that was what, Saturday or Friday?
That was Friday.
Damn, what you guys
Saturday
doing next then?
Saturday was kind of rough because I had my first 2-day hangover. I'm an old man now.
Damn,
Sour also did. Yeah, the tequila shots hit us hard, so we had a 2-day hangover pretty much. So Saturday. We woke up and we went to IPA and Absinthe's house. They bought a house, and we went to help them paint. So we went there around like midday, like 12:01. We left like at 12. And I literally like woke up like around then probably. We got home at like 3, dude. It was bad. Not bad, but
Damn.
like it
Okay.
was a late night, so we woke up a couple of times. So I was like, I'm not ready to get up out of bed until like 12.
Okay.
So we got up, we left. On the way, we're like, we gotta get some food because we didn't have any food like ready. So we went, and I was like, let's get some Wendy's. Wendy's sounds good. I don't know if it's the Wendy's that we went to or the fact that we haven't gotten fast food in a very long time, but it was hella disappointing. Not gonna lie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I got a Baconator, and it was the driest Baconator I've ever had in my life.
I can't believe you went back in there.
Yeah, I felt
You
like
didn't
it
wanna
was
go-
the move, but it was not the move at all. Let me tell you,
I don't know.
it just tasted like unseasoned ground
Grease.
beef.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was a little disappointing. But yeah, we ate our Wendy's. We got there. We helped them paint. They showed us the house tour. It was a really pretty house. They have a freaking what's it called? A greenhouse in the back, which is really cool.
Oh, for the weed they were gonna make.
Definitely not. You know how Absinthe is. She loves plants and shit. But
I mean, oh, yeah, she does actually. You know,
yeah, she has a green
it's
thumb.
some brand. It's some brand.
Yeah.
It's some brand. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, we painted around. I got very sick. I think the painting and
The
like
fumes, right?
yeah, the fumes and I think
Yeah.
painting the roof made me really dizzy. And I think the dizziness with the nausea from the hangover just got me really not feeling the best. So I calmed down for a little bit and then we went to get some dinner or some like lunch, I guess, around them. More so dinner. It was like around like 4 or
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
And we got some dinner and I went there and I had it was like a Latin fusion like teriyaki place. So I got
okay. So, okay.
crispy chicken bowl and I had a piece of chicken and some rice and I threw up in the bathroom. So
No.
yeah, it was a pretty rough. That like
Damn.
that's the most hungover I've been in a very long time. So
Dude.
unfortunately, that was my Saturday.
At least you did it in the bathroom, dude.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was chilling, but
Yeah.
I think it was just the food didn't go down well because I had the food the next morning. I literally had like a piece of rice and like a piece of chicken, and I
Yeah.
packed the rest.
What
But
do you think like we should do now as we're getting older? Like, what should be our routine post hangover? In reality?
I think just not getting that bad. Like more
I
so
mean-
coasting.
coasting. Okay.
I think it's like it's not a race anymore. It's a marathon.
It's a marathon.
know?
I mean, I feel like it was always a marathon, no?
Nah, bro.
Like-
I feel like the
like-
pregame sometimes were just super. Like there was times where we'd pregame so hard we'd get to the club and just leave like 30 minutes later, an hour later.
I don't feel like that's ever. Well, I don't think that ever happened with you guys, but that definitely I had one experience that was like that.
It's
But,
just someone in the group. So like
Someone in
we
the
were
group,
usually
yeah.
big groups, so someone in the group was sick or someone in the group wanted to go home. It's
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So I think that was just more so going slow and steady and just chilling because
But yeah,
Hangovers don't
but
play
feeling
anymore.
More of like the times where we like finally get together and like those very big occasions or special occasions is like how to really know your body to like I don't know be able to help your recovery after I don't know.
yeah,
It's
I
like-
think so. We took the pills that we had
took
on
the
the
pills?
cruise, and it didn't really do too much. So I think if you like drink too much, I mean, I'm sure it's not gonna be the best. They had brought some Gatorades for us, so the Gatorades were helping. I think liquid
Oh,
IVs
Gatorade,
might
I
help.
think maybe it's a
Just
big
making
one.
sure that you're hydrated. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. But yeah,
Okay.
we're big boys now. We gotta take care of ourselves.
I don't know. I feel like I still want to like be able to drink as much as I can and like be able to like I don't know what do I need to do now to like have a good refraction period like the
Yeah,
next day.
we gotta. I guess we gotta do some recon because my parents don't play. So like, I
Right?
feel like it's like everyone that I talk to, the only person that I know that doesn't slow down with age is literally Sour's brother. Because my parents, they say how like that it's not worth it anymore because the hangovers are so bad. So they just like they gently drink. Some of Sour's sister never really was too big of a drinker, and some of our older friends that we've had from college, they mentioned how the hangovers don't play when you get older, and I'm seeing their point now, but I
I
think
mean, they are, yeah.
it's just like you mentioned, getting how if you're gonna go to a meeting like a weight training meeting, you gotta prepare your body. I feel like it's just training your body and getting your routine down for it to work, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I
'Cause-
know.
Yes, yeah. Sour's brother, he he's getting to 30 and he's still going hard. So we
Yeah,
gotta
he's.
interrogate him and get his formula
I
down.
don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's a mixture of like maybe like nausea pills, Gatorade, drink water, and then like I think so. I think the part that gets me is the I don't know feeling like not to say full, but at the same time, at the same time like I don't know. I feel like any food that comes in doesn't feel right. Or like you know, like I feel like I need stuff like bread. I feel like that. I think that might be my solution coming up.
Maybe
But
just carbs.
yeah, maybe.
No, I think another mistake that we did was for Saturday we were going to get food at the Mexican place, but it was closed, so we ended up not getting food, and we just ate some leftovers, and we did not eat
Um,
enough. Like we ate some food at
maybe.
the bar, and that helped us a little bit. But usually, like we need that late night Zicos. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
something
know.
to close us off.
Oh, Zico's, brother. Oh, nothing gives me so much serotonin as hearing Zico's. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie,
man.
bro. That
That's
shit
what
was
we needed.
good.
High key.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
nothing's like that anymore. I feel
Yeah.
like. Um,
Unfortunately.
I might just have to like start packing a emergency loaf of bread.
For real.
In my
Have it in
jacket,
your
just
back
like
pocket.
dude, my 21-year-old knew what to do when he starts eating bread in the
Yeah.
party. And you never
You
know.
need to.
But
Sometimes you just need to like settle it down. But yeah, that was.
I feel like that's the best. But what ended up happening at the end of Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, Saturday we low key we just got back from helping them out, and I knocked out for like 12 hours pretty much.
Nice.
Yeah, I got home and I went to
Classic.
sleep. But yeah, that was pretty much it for Saturday. And then the only other major thing, I guess that happened in the time between this last episode and this one is something that happened yesterday.
Okay.
So yesterday
Ominous.
we were working, doing our thing. And we were looking up something because there's been something that we've been trying to do for a while, but it's been kind of
Okay.
hard. And we actually were able to do it yesterday. We got another kitty.
Oh, okay.
Where
I didn't-
did you see that going?
Not gonna lie, I was like thinking it was something else.
Yeah, we got a kitty. We've been trying to get one for a while. We were looking it up yesterday. One of the shelters around us had it. Well, not
Okay,
around
that's
us. We went
nice.
on a fucking trek and a half to get him, but
Really?
we have a little kitty, little orange fur ball.
It's a him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I was not expecting a actual kitty. Wow.
Yep. We got another kitty. And with that, open this beer. Sippy, sippy. These are like very unevenly filled because we filled them up, and this one was a very full one. So shout out to the goons for giving me an extra full beer.
Which goons? Like IPA and old fashioned, or?
Yeah. When we were bottling it.
But you still gotta have an overall like a set amount of what you can take, though, right? Or like in total, right?
What do you mean?
Like you just all tapping from the same barrel, right, or something like
Yeah.
that. And just okay, and then I guess somehow you got the bigger ones. I guess.
Well, no. So it was a full batch. So the full batch is like 132 beers or something like that, and we only did the half batch, so it was 66. So they
66.
keep whatever we didn't brew, and they put it on
Yeah.
top eventually, or they just do whatever they want with it. But
Okay.
smart business model because they essentially have to get to cut the costs of making the beer because the people are making them for them, the people who don't make a full batch.
Yeah. So okay, so what's the name of their kitty? Of your kitty?
Our orange crackhead, he's already a little bit of a crackhead. His name is Helsinki.
What the frick? Helsinki?
Yes.
Helsinki.
No one we have mentioned it to thus far
the
has
reference.
gotten the reference.
Helsinki.
But our other cat's name is Nairobi, and that is from La Casa del Papel. So Helsinki is also from La Casa del Papel. That's
Casablanca?
the money heist.
No, I already. This is the movie I no more have seen. Apparently, I guess.
Yeah, it's a show. The show series about the Spanish bank robbers. You remember that? It was super popular
I don't
when it was
know.
coming out.
Is this something that only you and Sarah ever watched?
No, when it was coming out, it was super popular. But yeah, so Nairobi
Okay.
was a character from that show. It's also the capital of Kenya. But
It's
she was
also a attraction or like a zone in Busch Gardens. So I don't
really
know. Yes,
probably
I'm like
probably for the capital of Kenya, maybe. I don't know, but her character from the show was really close to a character called Helsinki. So that's why we named them.
Helsinki.
So they can be best friends. They're destined to be best friends because of their names, hopefully. As of now,
Hopefully.
they Helsinki
Stay.
is ready to explore the apartment, and Nairobi is she seems like the one that's more stressed out. So we're giving them some space, slowly trying to
Yeah.
introduce them to each other, and we'll see how that
Dude,
ends up.
I keep trying to tell my parents like, we should get a cat, and then like they keep saying no.
It's a big adjustment. Low key, yesterday I was anxious because we have him in our room so that he has time to like settle in and get used to Nairobi's smell and Nairobi used to his smell. But while we were sleeping, we slept outside because we didn't want to leave Nairobi alone. We'd feel bad leaving her alone. We slept outside on the day bed, and he was just meowing like the whole night. It was a little rough. Felt
Why?
like
Because like, to want your company?
yeah, he's a kitty. He just wants attention and he wants to explore. And we were like, no, you're gonna go to sleep. And he went to sleep. Felt like we have a new
Is that how it's supposed to be?
newborn. I don't know. I looked it up and it says that usually the first couple of days while they're getting accustomed. Yeah,
Oh, I can't wait now. I want to see
yeah.
Helsinki.
Helsinki indeed. But yeah, that was pretty
Helsinki?
much it.
Helsinki.
With
Played by
that,
Darke Perek.
he was
This guy's
a
insane.
baller.
What the fuck?
He's a baller.
I just looked at his picture and it's like, what the heck? Damn, that's crazy. Okay,
Yeah,
I
man.
can't wait to see the new edition. That's so sweet.
He's a tank.
Yeah. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh! All right, I can't wait. All right, so now from there, we're gonna go to some beer of the week. Talk about the beers that we're drinking now. You want to start? Stout.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about mine. So as I mentioned, it's based off of the Boneyard brewer, and it's a pretty malty, hoppy beer. When we were brewing it, we used I think 7 liters of sugar, which was a lot.
7 liters. Wow.
It was like almost two full pitchers, and then we had a lot of hops and some
Did you get
some
to
barley
see
and stuff.
The actual ingredients going in?
Yeah, the way that you do it is you weigh out the ingredients yourself. For the barley, you have to crack it.
Okay.
So there's some dry ingredients you have to crack. And then there's the hops. The dry ingredients go in first, and you make kind of a tea. And then while it's brewing or while it's boiling, you add the hops. You let that chill for a bit. You add some more hops. And then when it's done, it's the liquid itself is called the wort.
The wort, yeah.
And the wort is, I believe, what's transferred to the fermenter, I guess. It's like a little plastic thing.
Okay. So where's that unfermented mosh of what you've mixed together?
It was a lot. It was just mainly water, and then just a bunch of barley, a bunch of sugar, and a bunch of what was the last one? Barley, malts, and hops. Of course, it's IPA. You gotta have hops. But after that, they put it in the little fermenter. They put the yeast, and then it sat for 3 weeks, and then we bottled it up.
It's crazy, dude. Did they use any malts in that process, or?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember the exact list. When you go there, they have the list detail by detail, and you separate it into separate bowls and stuff, and you add it at different types or times of the boiling and the preparing it. But it was a fun process. But this is a pretty light IPA, as I mentioned. It's more malty than most IPAs, I would say, and it has a good amount of hop. But I think
do you know how many different hops they use, or do you think it was just one type?
it was a couple.
Oh.
I don't remember the exact amount, but I think it was at least 5. I don't remember the names of them.
That much different to each other?
They all look like dog food, low key. They're like little
Green?
pellets. They're little green pellets.
Green pellets. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And some of them smell funky. Some of them smell exactly like a IPA taste.
Really?
Um,
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, it was a very solid beer. I
Okay.
think the more I'm having it, sorry, I took a taste to remind myself. I think I wouldn't like it's an IPA, but like it's a little easier to drink than an IPA usually
You
is
almost
for me.
don't want to say it's an IPA.
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
the maltiness and the hoppiness. Usually, when I think IPA, I think super bitter, super hoppy, in your face.
Yeah.
Then this one, the hops aren't as in your face, but you still kind of get like the aftertaste of them.
Yeah.
Pretty solid beer.
Okay.
Granted, I still am not the biggest IPA person. I mean, at this point,
Okay.
we've had like almost like freaking probably close to like 40, 50 beers, and maybe like 10 of them have been, if that,
Yeah.
10 of them have been IPAs.
Yeah, 10 of them
Probably
have been
less than that.
IPAs. Yeah, because
But
we just done like 2 episodes that has IPAs and stuff.
yeah, I think we did the pack. Most of the
packs,
pack
yeah.
episodes have been IPAs. I don't think we've drank too many IPAs like outside of that.
Yeah, we've been,
But
we've been really avoiding it, I guess.
yeah, I mean, but low key though, I feel like just having beer more makes you
Yeah.
accustomed to the taste of beer, and that kind of
Yeah.
translates into IPAs. Because something that
Yes.
like when I first started drinking beers, I did not like IPAs at all, and now I'm still not the biggest fan, but like I can get them. Like I get why
I
some people like
appreciate
them.
a
Yeah.
little bit, right?
Mhm.
Dude, do you? A quick aside: do you think you'll ever be like this with like liquor, like straight liquor, like whiskey and stuff? Because like
I think
we're
I can get
getting
like
to
that
those
with
levels.
wine, not liquor.
Wine, yeah, but like I feel like wine is like I think what everyone wants to get into. Then beer is next, and then like liquor is like the bottom of like what people want to
Yeah.
get into. And it's like
I think it's too expensive for one, because like to get like
Yeah,
good stuff, it's like hundreds of dollars for a bottle, and
That's
like
true.
in the grand scheme of things, if you get an expensive bottle, you're not gonna like fucking drink it in like a day, right? So it's not
Yeah.
like it's like an investment type thing where you have the bottle for a while, but I don't know. Like when
unless
we
you
went
wanna
to
get really fucked up, I guess. It's like
no, but if you do that, you don't. I mean, unless you're freaking rich, I wouldn't buy like a $200 bottle of alcohol just to drink it that night. Like if I get that, I'm drinking it over, a time, more of like a sipping thing. You don't want to put as much mixers in it, because what's the point of getting an expensive bottle?
Yeah, I think there's so much in TV now, or just like like entertainment, where like you see so many characters just like be drinking a glass of just whiskey or scotch.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't know how you guys can do it. I know you guys are just drinking like probably water, like brown dye water, but it's like
Pretty much.
It's just like they'd be
I mean,
drinking
yeah.
like it's like fuck that.
Well,
Anyway,
when you pull up, we bought a bottle of Japanese whiskey, so you can give that a try.
Hopefully,
It's pretty smooth and pretty nice. So we
Okay.
can give that a try and see if you're into like the finer whiskeys.
We'll see if I spray.
Oh God, in a water fountain again.
Water fountain.
This dude.
Oh, dude, it might happen. It might happen. But
Yeah.
So what are you going to be rating your beer? Or yeah,
So
Should I
here's
go
the
first?
problem, right?
should I go first?
Because I can go, but it's like, so it's a solid beer. What I'm thinking in terms of like the beers that we've had,
Yeah.
and I genuinely think that there's some inflation that I'm gonna have to deal with at some point.
You want to
Because
like readjust some numbers.
yeah, man, because fucking Truly watermelon lemonade is an 8.
You know what you should do? We should do like a quick video of like just us going through the tier list or like what we have.
We might have
and
to.
just, like, I think that'd be
'Cause,
fun actually.
Like
I mean,
that, I feel like is way too high. I don't know. I feel like some of the beers that we've had in the past a little bit higher than they should be. But
okay.
for this one, I think I'm gonna have to go with the solid 7.
Damn, 7? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think there's some sentimental value attached to it with the whole experience of making it with the goons and bottling it with the goons. That's
Yeah.
not to say that it's not a good beer, because it is still a good beer. I still stand very firmly behind the fact that it's not super hoppy, but it has the hops of an IPA, right? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 7. Goons out of 10.
What are you thinking about goons?
I don't know. I'm thinking like the squad, but that might be hard to find the picture of.
No, I don't think it should. Like, what about just the Three
We'll
Stooges? I'm
do.
thinking
Yeah, I'm good with that.
like I
Seven
can't
Three
think
Stooges out of
goons. I'm
10.
thinking the Three
Yeah, I was thinking like the
Stooges.
Goonies, but that's like
Oh,
something
no,
completely
okay, yeah,
different.
I'm down for the Goonies.
All right,
Goonies is good.
seven Goonies out of 10, baby.
Dude, I remember that movie like barely, like like I remember that. I think a famous actor was in it. I don't remember which one. I don't know if it was Josh Brolin or like some. I don't know. Maybe like a wrestler. I don't know. That movie like got me fucked up. Anyway, so seven Goonies. Okay, I like that.
There, Josh Brolin.
It was Josh Brolin.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew it, bro. Freaking my mind. It has no space for freaking software engineering, but it has space for that shit, I guess.
Oh, you hit that shit on the head. But yeah,
A
that's
little
a solid beer for me. What about you? How's your 69.6.9 69 to the third, whatever.
69 to the
How's your
third.
beer?
You're right. It's 69 to the third, bro. When I was going through I was looking through the Florida beers and Total Wine. I went not like I was looking forward to, but it was like, man, what am I gonna get? Like I'm probably just gonna not really gonna like it that much because IPAs are tough sometimes. Just like so I just went through it. I'm not gonna do Cigar City yet. I'm saving that for if I do it with my brother-in-law, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like there's other Florida ones. I'm trying to think like really what's a good one for Florida. And I see this beer that's like so cool. It's black box with green letters. I first saw the hazy one. I was leaning towards the hazy one, which was 66.
Okay.
His name.
So they just fucking like the 60s, I guess.
Yeah, I think it goes into some of their. I'm looking at their website. It goes into their like I don't know, not like mythology, but just like I don't know, things that they want to highlight, I guess. And then I saw the 69. I'm like, holy shit, that's kind of lit. That's kind of funny. So I picked it up, and so far, the taste I've been actually absolutely loving it because it is so malty for an IPA, and I almost don't want to think it's an IPA if I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why it's 69 really because they believe in the power of 10 apparently,
Okay.
where they realize a interesting relationship numerically between IBUs and ABV, where they believe the best IPAs have a balance between their hops and their flavors, and that continuity is the power of 10, and that the best IPAs have an IBU score that is 10 times their ABV.
Damn. That's wild.
So, yeah, so they literally like mathematically aim for a IPA that
That's a whole formula, bro.
It's a formula. It literally is a
69.
Oh, you looked it up?
No, I mean, you said it earlier. It's 6.9 and 69 ABUs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
even
yeah,
the decimal
yeah.
over 10%.
And I guess that's why it's 69 really the name of it, because it really exemplifies their methodology of like, yo, we believe the best IPAs has this formula.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I low-key kind of love it in some ways, but because it's like, so far I'm loving this beer, right? Because a 69 IBU is actually not too bad. I feel like it's almost lower. I feel like I've had lower IBUs and them feeling more bitter, but I don't know why. But this one, the 69 IPA, it's American IPA. One big important number. So I don't know if you remember. I didn't remember this. Do you remember the SRM number? SRM. No. It's supposed to be the number for the color of the beer.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So like, you know, like the lightest one would be 1, and the stout's probably around the highest one, right? This has a 10, which is light amber.
Cool.
Yeah, which makes sense because when I'm tasting it, it tastes like an amber lager, like or like a amber malt, you know, beer. It's just crazy because I really don't think I have tasted hops. I'll be honest. So, no, yeah, it just don't. It feels like more of like a dark beer. I'll be honest. Isn't that crazy?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So I think for me, mine wasn't as light. So I think yours is maybe a little bit different in that regard.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
it's like, had the maltiness, but
as multi.
So
Color,
did you see
like,
it?
more golden? No,
yeah,
I'm
I would
not
say it's a
seeing
little
it.
more golden.
I'm not saying yet, but like unless I strip it down. No,
I don't know about all that. I mean, it says the SRM pretty much tells you it's light amber, so
it's light amber, which I totally believe because the way it tastes is just like that. But yeah, and then, you know, the owner Steve Morgan grew up in the South, living in Tennessee, all around there. But then he ends up in Florida, and he plays some water polo. He likes to play some water polo, and Head South is like 100% Florida owned. And apparently, they have a very big campaign about cans, you know, when they serve the beers. Because, you know, environmental shit. How do you feel about that? Like, I don't know. They have a whole page about they believe the cans are an ideal package to craft beer and superior to bottles. How do you feel?
I think I can see that, but I don't think they're the optimal beer drinking experience.
It's always a tap, though, right? But,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like,
bottle,
are they saying that the can is the best out of like everything, or the best like packaged mode of
package?
Well, I mean, I could see that, but I think the only problem with that is like, typically you need to pour it into like a pint glass or something. Yeah. I feel like to fully enjoy a can, you could have it out of the can, but I prefer. I don't know. Personal preference is bottle for me.
Yeah. I think that the main reason is just mainly recyclable, which, you know, I can concede to that, right? Because it's just like, what else can you do with recyclable? Like, but yeah. So with that, for the 69 IPA, I'm gonna probably give it 9.
Damn, it's like that.
I really enjoyed it, bro. I'm like,
hey, man,
6.9 for this. Oh my gosh, bro. It's just because it's maltiness. You barely feel the hops. It's like it's not front the taste. It gives you a really nice aftertaste. It mainly focuses on an aftertaste, right? And the aftertaste is maltiness, toffee, like it's amber. I almost don't want to call it an IPA. I don't know why they call it IPA, but like, I guess it's because they use a lot of hops. But they use apparently 5 hops. But
so you said that this one was a juicy IPA? Which type of IPA it is?
No, they just say it's just normal IPA. This is not their hazy IPA. It's like a contemporary West Coast IPA, apparently.
Contemporary West Coast. Interesting. Yeah. Maybe we gotta try more of those then, I guess, because I know that Imperial IPAs, I feel like typically tend to be super hoppy and super strong.
Fair, those are like one to be double. Like they just double all the amounts of ingredient that makes the hoppiness. The
hop, right? The ABV, everything pretty much.
Yeah. So like it makes sense, but this one is not. It's a normal IPA, but like 6.9 for this taste, it's like insane to me. Like I'd rather this I'm sorry, but for most stouts, I think this is really good for like a lot of. I mean, I'm not a big
hater,
but this is really good. But I'll go 9. Well, you know what? 9 mu alpha theta.
Nice.
Out of 10. Do you know what it is? You know that?
Nope.
Mu alpha theta. It's like the official national name for math club.
This dude.
It's like, because I'm like, yo, this shit is like
the Math Honor Society, baby. I mean, I get that. It's 69 to the third. It's fucking the ABV is 10 times less than the IBU. Yeah. What's the formula for the SMR? Is there something there?
No, I don't know about SMR. Maybe. Oh, SMR.
SMR times the ABV equals the IBU.
Hell yeah. Although
holy shit.
Holy shit!
They should put
We
that
just
shit on the bottle, dude. We just did them a favor.
a little bit, but like no, but when you go to the 66 one, it's not. It doesn't follow.
Oh, the formula doesn't work, dude.
No,
I feel like that's the life of a mathematician. You come up with the formula and everything works for it until it doesn't.
until it doesn't. Someone proves you wrong.
Because someone proves you wrong eventually.
Essentially, though, yeah. But yeah, this is a good drink.
Damn,
Yeah.
solid beers.
So
We have a 7 and a 9.
yeah,
Oh yeah. But yeah, on the topic of beers.
yeah. Oh yeah, we just go right in. So we've been like hearing some feedback, right, from people. A feedback that sounds really fun is, you remember that yeast beer that you freaking showed me?
The veggie
Stout?
yeast, baby.
Patchy yeast, yeah. I feel like there's even more strange beers out there, and we're just gonna go down some lists and kind of like try to surprise each other about what beers there are in the world. So we're gonna go like a how you call it, like try not to be shocked. I guess challenge, maybe we can say that about the beers that there are in the world. I'll start. I can start. I'm gonna start from the bottom from my list because I feel like the first one is super crazy.
Yeah.
So this
bottom
so
top.
this yeah, I'm starting from 13 because it's a 13 list. This called Un Kono Kuro by Sankt Gallen Brewery, and it's a Japanese brew that uses apparently fermented coffee beans that have been passed through the digestive systems of Thai elephants.
Heck.
So they use the fucking beans that went through a elephant's intestines to serve you this beer. It's a Japanese one, by the way.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Japanese, Thai, shit, literally, shit, coffee beans.
It's coffee beans. It's a stout, probably too. Probably. Like,
Hey, don't be talking trash about my stouts.
I mean, what's the color of shit?
I mean, I guess so. That's true. Would
Alright,
you
your
try
turn,
that?
brother. Huh? Would I? Oh yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I mean, okay. A lot of the lists I've been reading through it is like it feels like all the ingredients probably are synthesized or like desynthesized, I guess, because of the whole alcohol process to it. So I would try it, but I'm guessing it will be very bitter. Stout. I feel like it will be a super bitter stout.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't like it probably. I think I trust it.
I think I would try it. I think 99% of the beers in the world, you put that in front of me. If I had accessibility to it, I think I would try it.
Yeah.
But I'll lead with the next one. This one kind of I'll rip you off on the Japanese one. This is from a Japanese brewer that might be known as Sapporo. You know Sapporo.
Oh yeah.
They made a space barley beer with barley that spends 5 months on the International Space Station.
Okay. Really?
Mhm.
Wait. Which type of ingredients did you use?
I have no clue.
Like, wait, barley that was in space?
Yeah. So
Really?
apparently in 2006, Japanese and Russian scientists tested how well barley could grow in space, and the beer was a result of that. A 6-pack costs $110 though.
600?
So- no, a 6-pack is 110. 110.
Okay. Oh my god, you getting crazy on me, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy. Would you drink space beer?
Oh hell yeah, that sounds cool as hell.
I feel like it just feels like yes, special, but at the same time, it's like I don't think your body would be feeling that specialness really going through your.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing with like expensive beers, liquors, everything. Like
Yeah.
to a certain extent, it tastes better, but it's just like higher quality ingredients or like the exclusivity. Sorry, of like a beer that was only made,
Yeah.
let's say, for 12 packs or something.
Yeah.
Like with wine and distilling,
Yeah.
the more limited it is, the more valuable it is. That's a pretty rare, I guess, thing. Barley that was grown in space.
Yeah.
So
Would
I can
you
see
ever
that.
like really pay like, I don't know. Like let's say you're 50, right? You're like made it, right? Would you do it?
Hmm.
Would you pay like that much for a beer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty fucking. I'm honestly like.
Dude.
I
It
would. I
might
would
be
probably do that pretty soon.
pretty soon. It might be like maybe Mars grown barley.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be
I
pretty.
think it'd have to be like something that I know for a fact that is going to be good though, because I don't want to pay for something that's expensive just because like it's made out of expensive stuff.
No, but
Like if
how
there's
would
like
you
a
know
beer
it's
that's
good,
made out of,
man?
I guess you just kind of have to do your research around it, right? Because like there could be like a beer that's made out of caviar, right? Caviar is an expensive thing, but it might taste like shit. I don't want
So
to.
people
I don't want to just
post
drink
stuff-
caviar just for the clout, you know?
People who post stuff on like beer associate, like beer advocate or Reddit about like, hey, yeah, it tasted like this beer that grown out of Mars. It's shit. All right, that's some crazy space beer that we were talking about. I have another one that's like going backwards in time. It's called the Jurassic Saison by Fossil Fuels.
Fossil
It's
fuel,
like
dude. That's like triple dinosaur reference right there.
Yeah, it is actually. You're right. Apparently, all they do is just let this use yeast that was in prehistoric fossilized amber. You know, they use yeast
Interesting.
DNA in 45 million-year-old amber, and they use that to like it just makes me think like you can just really grab anything that's yeast to make anything, and it's really cool. The bottles have their respective, I guess, not respective. Like they each have a dinosaur to it, but
That's
who
pretty
you
lit.
trusted.
I mean, I'll try it. If it's being sold, it has to be safe enough, right?
Fair enough. Yeah.
Maybe
Alright, what
we'll
you
get some
have
like
next?
fucking mutations and then I'll turn into a dinosaur. I don't know. But yeah, the next one I have. This one is a little bit of a tribute to more expensive things, I guess. But we have the
Okay.
Black Truffle Pilsner by Moody Tongue.
Whoa, truffle.
Yep. So black truffles
Shit.
from France can cost up to $400 per pound. And the brewers of
Really?
this, who are founded by a chef who spent some time at one of the country's top restaurants, made a beer packed with these truffles. And guess how much
Right, wow.
it costs?
Okay, per what?
I don't know. It just says the price. I'm assuming this is per
There's a
one.
price? Per like 12 ounce,
Yes.
maybe 300.
Oh, my guy, I don't know about all that. 120 per bottle.
Okay, I'd rather be like, oh, I can spend more money. Okay,
Yeah.
than rather like, oh shit. I have to
But yeah, it's
spend
a
more
pilsner
money.
made with black truffle, which is a very expensive and luxurious thing. But I feel
You
like
think-
that's like this is what I'm talking about. Where like it's like I don't know if it necessarily tastes good. It's just the matter that it has black truffle in it, right? I don't know if I'd spend the
It's like
120
one of
for
those,
that.
like expensive whiskeys.
Yeah, like it's like you buy Wagyu. Wagyu's good, right? I feel like that's worth it because it tastes like Wagyu. But if you like buy a steak and you put truffles on it, like is it really gonna change the taste of the steak that much? You know?
Oh,
That's how I
and
kind
the
of see
steak
it.
in this situation is the beer.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. I think the thing is, we still haven't had the women yeast beer, so it's like, really, how would the yeast really change, or like, what would those ingredients really change? But like, I think it's probably gonna taste like you say it's pilsner, right? Right?
Correct. Yeah.
Man, I don't think I'm gonna do pilsner just to like make it as weak as possible to like have the more the taste for the truffle come through more. If it's a pilsner, do you think that is maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, because pilsners are pretty like light, inoffensive. Easy to
Yeah.
drink.
Would you do like an IPA for that shit? Like
Probably
I
not.
think that would make
I think
sense.
if I'm
No,
spending that much
right?
money on it, it'd probably have to be like I don't know. I was gonna say a stout or like a porter because I like dark beers, but sometimes stouts are too sweet for me.
Too sweet, yeah.
But yeah,
We'll see.
this
I
is
think that's interesting.
black truffle.
The truffle. I have one more. I have another one. This one's called Ghostface Killer by Twisted Pine.
Okay.
It is this Twisted Pine Ghostface Killer uses 6 kinds of ultra hot peppers, including the ghost pepper.
Jesus, that sounds lit. I would definitely drink that.
It's supposed to be with the goal of the spiciest beer in the world.
Fuck yeah, that sounds like a challenge that I want to do. What the hell?
And it's like interesting. It's like the bottle has like like a skull face on it. It's like, what would you think? What's the spiciest beer do you feel that you have tasted, or like spiciest drink?
Spiciest drink I have tasted was a habanero IPA that I had with sour the other day.
That's not me then.
Yeah. It was a habanero and it tasted like very spicy, which was very pleasant. But it was a little bit spicy, so it was a little rough. But
it's really
that's
interesting.
probably
The
the spiciest.
spiciest in the drink, yeah. Like, I think for me, it's mainly either a spicy Moscow Mule or a spicy margarita. I think that's
I was talking about beer.
No, but of course, but like I'm
Spiciest
saying, I've
drink.
never tried a spicy beer.
Okay.
So, like, it just like those are the closest things to like a spicy.
I still think that's probably the
drink.
spiciest drink I've had, though.
Yeah.
It's a pretty spicy.
No,
one.
but like, what do you think it would taste like though? A spicy beer. What does it taste like?
Well,
guess,
I
for
think
you?
that one would just taste like pain, right? Because in its essence, spice is pain. And if it's if they're aiming to be the spiciest one, you're just gonna fucking feel the pain. The one that I had
think
had
it
taste
settles
of
well?
it. Like it had the flavor of it, and it had the spice of it. But it wasn't like habaneros aren't really that spicy compared to a fucking ghost pepper, like the spiciest ones.
Okay.
Were you gonna ask?
No, I guess I just wonder like if it really takes away from the beer taste, or
Probably.
it settles down in your stomach very bad when it's really spicy.
I don't know. I'm not sure how liquids interact with my spice tolerance because I've had a lot of spicy food, but I've never really ingested like liquid spice.
Liquid spice.
It
really is weird. Liquid spice.
Well, I guess hot sauce is liquid spice in its essence, right?
Nah.
So maybe I have
with more solid stuff though.
Yeah, but that's more of like a food. Like you're not just drinking. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Not just taking a fucking swig of a hot sauce bottle.
It definitely feels different when it's a spicy liquid than rather than a spicy food, because I think maybe you need that filling to help you with the spiciness. But yeah, I'm kind of interested. I'm interested in that maybe in the future. What you have next, Stout?
Yeah. So this one's a little bit of a strange one. We have Hormel chili beer. You know the Hormel brand chili?
Okay, yeah.
They make chili, and a brewer paired up with them to make fucking beer that tastes like that. I honestly have no clue what to expect, but it doesn't sound like something I'd want to try. I mean, I'd try it, but it doesn't sound like something I would enjoy.
No, like wait, so you just have chili?
Yeah.
Mixed with the like when they're.
Well, I don't think it's like actual chili. I think it's just like the spices that they put in the chili.
Do you think this would be like when they're mixing the wort, right? That would be when they would do it, right?
So their description is a delicious corn chip flavored base.
Okay.
The brewery added a mix of savory spices and hints of cheddar cheese powder to bring the flavors of Hormel chili to life.
I feel like that happens like before the fermentation. I almost want to.
Yeah, it does. This is when the brewing process is like the wort and shit.
The wort, right?
I mean, honestly, the fermentation I don't think does too much for the flavor. I think it just adds the alcohol to it more so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting one, bro.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. All right, for me, the next one is beer by Rogue Ales.
Hmm.
It's by that Rogue company, I think, that you had last time.
Yeah, you said
2 weeks
Rogue,
ago.
and I heard that. I was like, that sounds familiar.
So apparently, they use the yeast grown in the now retired head brewer John Mayer's beard.
What?
What started as a joke about Mayer's face being an optimal place to grow yeast got the brewer thinking there could be some good stuff hidden in his beard. After testing 9 beer hairs, they found that their hypothesis was right. Their wild beer yeast is what gave this weird brew a pineapple flavor. So apparently it tastes like pineapple.
I don't know. I think I'd be more inclined to try that veggie yeast beer than this.
Then beer yeast?
Yeah, bro.
I guess because what you eat, right?
Hey, yo. I don't know. I just feel like this is weird. I can imagine this, like, drinking my beard does not sound like something I want to do. But honestly, the latter
beard,
doesn't sound that much better.
You don't have a big beard, though, right?
I've been growing it out for a while, so it's pretty big right now.
So does it capture any, like, I don't know, food flavors?
I don't know. I don't try my beard. Stuff gets stuck in it sometimes, but I usually keep it relatively clean.
It is what it is, man. I'd be down for it.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, I still probably would try it. It's not crazy enough, but interesting. I guess fucking idea with that. But yeah, with the next one, kind of going off your ancient theme, not as ancient as your Jurassic Park one. We have Sea King Sunken Ship Beer.
Okay.
So Sea King is made by St. James Brewery, and it's brewed with the beer, or it's brewed with the yeast found in bottles salvaged from the wreck of the SS Oregon, which sank in 1886.
1886 for what? SS Oregon.
That's the ship. The ship sank. The ship sank, and they got bottles from it that had yeast, and they're making beer out of that yeast.
Wow. That's kind of crazy, actually. That's like, not gonna lie, that's like almost going to Hiroshima and then using I don't know.
Well,
using the radioactive material there.
That'll give you some superpowers. But yeah, I mean, same concept. It's like a. I don't know if the SS Oregon was a political event, because I feel say Hiroshima is a little bit more of like a major political event, but it's probably a major event of the time.
Yeah.
What else you got for
me?
I
don't know when. It sounds like maybe like yeah, it seems like a very random event that happened right between really big events.
Yeah.
Because 1880, almost nothing has happened. It's just the revolution of industrial happened. Like that's what happened. But for me, I've one that's actually interesting. It's like you ever wanted to get wasted off a few sips of beer stout?
Oh yeah, why not?
So you should try this Snake Venom by Brewmeister, and it is dubbed the strongest beer on earth according to this article. Don't get it us at 67.5% alcohol.
Yikes.
And apparently you might want to split a super strong bad boy with a friend or 7, and you will need to visit the UK for this. And then apparently they use Snake Venom in the process of this shit.
That's wild.
It is 67%. Like stronger than a damn liquor bottle.
So would that be harder? Like, if you took a shot of that, that would have to be equivalent to taking a shot of alcohol, no?
Even more.
Well, yeah.
Because alcohol's only like
40%, right?
It's like a 45.
Oh my god. So that's literally a blackout in a bottle.
Yeah. Right now it's out of stock, but like it's just insane.
Right? I mean, that has to be a blackout in a bottle. Let's say a shot's 1 ounce. I think a shot's 1.5 ounces, right? Typically.
Yeah.
1.5 ounces.
Yeah. The bottle is the same way.
Oh my god. No, yeah. If you drink this as a beer, you're not gonna have a good day the next day.
I mean, hopefully you can't really go through that hard. So.
Wild.
All right, what's your next
on
one,
on a little less of a intense beer, I have the next one is the Fungus Shui Mushroom Ale.
Okay.
So their tagline is "Made in Montana, treasured everywhere." But supposedly, according to them, they say that not enough people have had the pleasure of having a beer made by this brewer. So the beer is a beer that's also made with candy cap mushrooms. But
mushrooms.
Yeah. So
is that Swedish mushrooms?
I don't know. I think that's just the name of the mushrooms or like the species. But apparently, a mushroom beer doesn't sound that crazy, right? It's just another like dried thing you could throw into the wort, right? But apparently these candy cap mushrooms taste like high-end maple syrup. So it tastes really sweet. And apparently the mix of it is a good mix, and the writer of this article recommends it.
Damn, that can't believe like Sweden mushroom. That's crazy. I mean that's kind of crazy, like to do Sweden mushroom, because it's like almost like decoding it almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. The next one I'm gonna be doing will be the oyster stout. Because apparently, right? I think this is the one beer that you have, right? As well.
Mm-hmm.
Is this oyster stout that like uses testicles?
Mm-hmm.
Was it bull testicles?
It's
or bison
testicles. Bison testicles
by Porterhouse Brewing Co. And apparently, doesn't taste like a mouthful of briny Bival juice. Instead, the oysters left behind a subtle, salty, sweet taste that this beer is selling out. How would you feel about that?
I want to try it.
You want to try it? That'd be kind of crazy if we tried.
Yeah, fuck, why not? I don't know. Yeah, I guess I would probably have to have oysters first, because I've never had oysters. So I feel like that's the probably the first point to get over. Because if you don't like oysters, then you're not gonna like this, because it's like bison that's balls. True. But
I almost want to feel like it's just a very salty drink.
Probably. Maybe I'll like it. I like fucking dirty martinis.
That's true. You do like salty drinks like that. So maybe it's like, yeah. So maybe we could do that instead.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
All right. Well, next we have a interesting one. So we have a beer called New Brew. And guess what this beer is made out of?
What is it?
It's made out of toilet water. So
really? It's like sewage?
Yeah, it shouldn't be surprising that breweries use a lot of water to make beer. But
that's crazy.
And their goal is to be sustainable. A Singapore brewery called Brewworks. It's made out of recycled toilet water. It's not literally like toilet water, coming straight from the toilet into their beers. They obviously treat it and make sure that it's good. But
yeah,
it's. I mean, at some point. I mean, honestly though, like at some point, water probably has gone through that. Through a toilet or through a lake, like through some form of like unfilteredness that goes to get to the end product. So good on them for that.
That's kind of crazy. Like, it really is tough to hear all these ingredients. Like, okay, are they going? Like, of course they're gonna. It's kind of crazy to have this stuff and not know that it's treated. But like, of course they're gonna treat it. Right?
Yeah. Would that be a health violation if it wasn't?
Yeah, you're right. I have two more.
Yep. All right.
I have one that it is by Dogfish Head. I don't know. I feel like that's like a known one.
I was gonna say that sounds familiar.
Dogfish Head, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that looks familiar.
Celis Jewel Ale, and it's supposed to be like they use is a 2013 limited release meteorite beer. And what they did was they took lunar meteorites, crushed them up, and steeped them in the beer like tea. And there were, and also, quote fact, they served this beer in koozies made from the fabric of astronauts' suits.
What? That sounds like a cool beer.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I almost want to say, like, you don't really taste the shit, but
Yeah, it's more of like an experience than anything, right?
like you drank the moon.
Essentially.
That's what you drank. And it's cool though. Like I really appreciate Dogfish beer. Like where I heard them from.
They have a couple of beers. I've seen their beers before. I don't think I've ever tried them, but I definitely have seen their beers before. Yeah.
Okay.
Second to last beer. Let's get crazy.
Your last beer?
Yep, this is my last beer, second to last beer in total.
Okay.
So I have the Brewdog, The End of History. So,
Okay.
you know, you would think that the alcohol percentage of this one would be the crazy part, which it is. It's a beer that has a whopping 55% alcohol, but the bottling is the part that makes it crazy. The bottle is made out of a taxidermized squirrel.
What?
Yep.
What the fuck?
I wish you could see the
Why would they do
picture.
that?
I'm gonna send it to you so you can see it. But it's literally a freaking, it's a squirrel with a bottle coming out of him.
From where?
Yo, open it up and see.
Gosh. Wait. This is disgusting.
That's wild.
This is disgusting.
You fucking had astronaut suits for a koozie. How about a squirrel for a koozie?
The thing is, God, they could have done it in so much different ways, but they literally just had like you know those deer heads on the wall. That's what this is.
Pretty much.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm trying to process it.
Mm-hmm. And our last beer.
That's crazy. All right,
Take it away.
I don't know if I can be that crazy of a beer, but like I feel like this beer exemplifies what I want to do in my life. You know.
I just want to try these beers. Sounds like a fucking good work. Good
like
job.
if I die as a writer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know. So apparently, there's this writer called Roald Dahl who had this writing chair for almost all his life, writing his poems, his prose, his books.
Mm-hmm.
And this brewery called 40 Feet Brewery. Oh my god, I need to do this. They made yeast out of the seat that this writer was sitting from his entire life. And it was swapped to make this beer called Odious Ale. And this guy was alive through the World War II. I'm guessing this was done probably in the 1960s, 70s. And they used the yeast from that chair that he sat on for the entire time. So it's kind of like similar to the baby yeast, to the female yeast beer that we were talking about before. Called the Odious Ale. How you feel about that? Would you drink some guy's yeast?
I don't like how you phrased that. I don't think I would after how you phrased that.
I think you should. You wouldn't drink a girl's yeast, though, right?
I mean, I don't want to either, but
I mean, would you drink sour yeast?
oh god, I don't want to think about this. What the hell?
I mean, God, can you imagine a guy making beer out of their mother's yeast? That's insane.
It's got weird.
Yeah, but yeah,
as you guys can see,
there's some weird beers out there.
I was just about to say that. There's some fucking, they can make shit out of bull testicles. Was it bison testicles? Maybe they just. I mean, there's a market for everything, I guess.
There's some market for everything, and then you just like,
I
it
don't
really goes to limitless what the human mind can go through. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, listening. Like and subscribe. Comment down below if what other weird beers have you know, or if you like IPAs. Let us know.
yeah. Let
And
us know
yeah,
which
like
beers you want to hear us try. Let us know if you want to hear us try this super strong 60 something percent beer. Let us know if you want to try that super
the,
spicy beer.
the
Maybe
spicy
something with
beer.
testicles in it. We'll put our body.
Or for you guys, yeah. Hell yeah. And with that, Stout and Lager signing off.